Alright, what is going on YouTube? Welcome to another tutorial. This is a highly requested video. This is how to make a simulator thumbnail from start to finish. That means from studio to Blender to Photoshop. So we're going to be creating something similar to this one right over here that I made for my friend Ember at Ember API on Twitter. So as you can see, there's effects, the ground looks really nice, there's a nice portal effect, the sky and everything is nice and vibrant, and if you have your game's logo, you would place it right over here. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. And yeah, so first things first, you want to have the game's map. So if you're doing a commission, you're going to want to request the map file from the client. So, and I'm just going to drag it in, and as you can see, here is the map right over here. Obviously I can't give this out because this is not mine. So yeah, here is the map. Yeah, so to export this, we're going to take everything here. So let me zoom. We want to take out these, not the pets. Alright, so I'm gonna take these pets and just move these aside for now. Alright, so you're gonna want to take everything here. Alright, so take everything you want to, and now you want to hit Control G to make a group. As you can see, I'm going to take this group and we're going to right click, go to export selection, and from here we're going to save it. Sim thumbnail tutorial map export. I'm gonna hit save. It's going to take some time, so we're just gonna wait for it. Alright, now we're going to head over to Blender. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. Alright, so here we are. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit A on our keyboard to select the camera, cube, and light. Now we're gonna hit X and click on delete over here to get rid of those objects. If you don't know how to navigate your viewport, if you hold down on the scroll wheel button, you could rotate around your scene. If you hold the scroll wheel and shift, you could pan side to side, up and down, and if you just zoom in and out, yeah. So let's go to file, import, wavefront objects, and we're gonna go to our folder that we exported the map. Give me a second, let me find it. I should probably organize my my stuff right here. As you can see, map export.obj, geometry, keep this on split by objects. Now we're just gonna hit imports, and it will take some time again. Alright, here we are. The floor did not get imported. That's fine. Alright, so we're gonna make a new floor. If you have yours, then it's fine, but we're gonna go Shift A, go to mesh, plane, and we're gonna hit S on our keyboard, and we're just going to drag this out to increase the size, just like that. We're gonna make sure it's below the paths. Alright. So now what you want to do is you want to go up here. Alright, I'm gonna hit this third bubble, and this is going to put us into rendered view, which is what we want. And of course everything looks terrible right now, but we're going to fix it. So here's the first thing we're gonna do. You want to click on the map. We're gonna go up to object mode and change this to edit mode, and from here we're gonna select this third button for face select. Now we're just gonna click on this path with the ugly textures, and then we're gonna go to shading tab right over here. Alright, we're gonna zoom out. There we go. We're gonna click on the texture and we're gonna hit delete to get rid of that terrible texture. I'm also going to take this and Control X. You want to go to cc0textures.com over here. So just look it up, and you want to go to assets. From here you want to pick a texture. The one I use is called plaster. It's one of these. I think it's either this one or it's 004, I think. So yeah, just pick one, and I'm just showing you an example. So right here, just hit to download and give it a second. Alright, so from here you want to open, and then the file where it has color, you want to drag this into you want to drag it in here. So there we go. We're going to take this one and hit Control X, delete that. We're going to take this and connect the color to base color, and as you can see, we have the texture. Over here you could go back to object mode. As you can see, our little texture. Alright, so now right over here we're gonna hit Shift A, we're gonna click on search, and we're gonna search for a bump. And what this will do is we will connect this to normal, and we're going to connect our texture to the bump to height, and this will give us this bump texture, as you can see. But how bump works is it does not affect the actual geometry as displacement would. So we got that. Now I'm going to play with these settings for a little bit. Right, we're gonna go metallic, specular, drop the roughness down. Right. So this is all trial and error. It's up to you. Let's go back to layout. Right. I think that's fine. And I'm going to click on my plane and go to material right over here. I'm gonna hit new. I'm gonna change the base color to a nice green. There we go. Right, and now we're gonna go to our world properties. We're gonna go to color, hit this little circle icon, go to environment texture. We're gonna hit open. Alright, we're gonna go to HDRI Haven, click on HDRIs, and from here we're going to pick a nice HDRI for our lighting. So I'm gonna pick this one, scroll down, I'm gonna hit download on the 2K, and I'm going to double click my HDRI. And as you can see, we instantly have some lighting. Now we want to make the HDRI transparent because we're going to add in a sky in Photoshop. So let's go to our render properties right over here, and we're gonna go to film, turn on transparent, and right here we're also going to turn on ambient occlusion, bloom, and screen space reflections. And as you can see, our scene is slowly coming together. Now in ambient occlusion, I'm going to adjust some of these settings. Let's start off with increasing distance. As you can see, I want to say right over here, factor could be 1.2. There we go. I like how that looks. Alright, now let's click on our map again, and over here we'll go to edit mode. Let's select on the green part of the landscape, go to material properties, and we're just going to drop down the roughness. I usually do this because this gives it a cartoon look, even though it shouldn't be shiny. It's whatever, but yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. So and we're gonna do the same thing for this part. Also, if you hit tab, this will switch your modes quickly, as you can see. So we're just gonna do the same thing for this part, as you can see. Also, these portals over here, so let's go ahead, metallic, specular, and roughness. Alright, hit tab. I'm going to select on this part. I'm gonna hit select, and now I'm going to hit X, and go to faces. Get rid of those. There we go. Also make sure you save. So sim map tutorial. So yeah, right now you just want to go around the map and adjust the properties like so. Just give the map more shine like that. As you can see on these rocks, same thing. There we go. Obviously this tutorial is nothing complicated. This is your standard simulator thumbnail. But if you guys want more complicated videos, more advanced stuff, just make sure to leave a comment. Alright, I think this is fine. Make this a little bit. There we go. Alright, so these egg machines, I think. Let's hit tab. Let's click on these. And on transmission, we're just going to turn this all the way up. Right. And down here, we can turn on screen space refraction. Change this to alpha hashed. Alright. And as you can see, we can see through the machine now. I'm gonna go to my render settings and turn on viewport samples all the way up. Much better. Alright. So this material, main 4. I'm just going to select these two. Select. And we're gonna change these to main 4. There we go. That looks good. And take this and make it metallic. Alright, so that looks good to me. And now I'm going to open up my rig. This is not up yet, but we're going to have it up very soon. You can use any rig you want. This is just the rig I'm going to use. And I'm not going to spend too much time on the pose because there's really no point. You can pose it however you want. I'm really not a fan of posing, if I'm being honest, but yeah. Let me just take everything, take the rig, and let's bring it to our little place here. So Control V. We got the rig. It's over here. All right. We're gonna hit Use G to move this. So GY to move along the y-axis, GX, and GZ. I'm gonna scale this up accordingly. And you wanna set your angle. You wanna set your angle anywhere you want. This is a really bad pose. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's place this character right here and adjust the pose a little bit. There we go. That's better. Alright, so here is one model character. Now we can shift D to copy. I want to place one over here. Rotate him around as well. Alright, and I'm just going to zoom in. I'm going to make this one look like he's walking in. Like that. There we go. Yeah, fix this. Alright. Just a bit weird. So place this is a good angle. You can add as many characters as you want, it's up to you. Alright, so now we're going to add some sun. So shift A, you want to go to light and you want to go to sun. Now from here I'm going to zoom out, and the sun is right here, so GZ, let's bring this up to where we can see it. You want to take this yellow circle and point the sun in a direction that you want. So just go right here. Let's take a look. If you hit R to rotate, you can move it around. Adjust your lighting accordingly. And turn up the strength and also the specular to 2. Yeah. So adjust your lighting however you want. Just say some trial and error to get it right. Alright, I want some lighting on the characters, so however I can get that. You don't want it too bright. I think that's good. Alright, let's accent it. Alright, I like how that is. And I feel like we should have a character in the back as well, because it looks a bit too empty. So let me go ahead and add in another model to the back over here. RZ. Alright, looks good to me. Now we're gonna hit Shift A, add a camera, and you want to hit 0 on your number pad, so hit that. And from here I'm going to relocate the camera over here. And in camera you want to adjust focal length and place it like this. There we go. I think this is nice. Viewport display, we got a center, and we just got some guides we can use. Turn this on. Alright, so move it up. Alright, so you can turn on depth of field and turn down the f-stop, and as you can see everything will get blurry initially. So from here you want to mess with the focus distance right here. As you can see, if you turn it down everything's going to be blurry, but if you adjust it, we got these clear. There we go. So I like how this looks. Let's turn these off. Alright, so once you are satisfied, alright, actually I'm not going to use that field. Alright, so once you're satisfied with how everything looks, we're going to go up to render, and we're going to hit render image right over here. And since we're using Eevee, it's going to be super quick. Now we're just going to go to image and go to save as, and we're just going to call this our map render. I'm going to hit save. And now we're going to move on to Photoshop. And now you want to head over to Google and you want to look up a sky. And here's the sky I'm going to use. There we go. Place this right here. Alright, I actually forgot something. So, real quick, if you click on your map, edit mode, click on this white part in the portal. We're just gonna go to material, change surface, and change surface to emission. Turn the strength up. There we go. And also his leg is kind of stuck. Might as well fix that. Alright, so from here, first thing we're gonna do, after you add the sky, we're gonna go to our quick selection tool. We're gonna use this and select the character, so just highlight. And when it goes over, you wanna hold Alt, and this will deselect these areas. Alright, just like that. So you want to get a character. Alright, go get this one. It doesn't have to be perfect, so don't worry about that. Let's grab this one. And also this one. Go. Alright, so now right click, go to select a mask, and from here turn up the radius, smooth, and contrast to let you see better. This is your selection. Alright, and then we're gonna hit OK, and you want to hit Control J to make a copy. So now we have these renders separate on a different layer. Now from here, right click, go to bundling options, and you want to hit inner glow, change the mode to overlay, and we're just going to do this inner glow kind of effect, just like that. You go bevel and emboss. Just pause the video and copy my settings because I don't want to repeat it over and over. Alright, so we got something like this. Alright, I'm just gonna hit OK. Now I'm gonna go to the adjustments icon. I want to hit vibrance. I'm gonna turn this up. And as you can see, everything is coming together, as well as saturation. And you can also add exposure, just like that. Maybe turn down vibrance a bit to like 80. 65. 55. Alright, cool. Now from here, we're gonna add some effects. So the GFX pack I use is called Killer Pack. I think if you YouTube it, you can still find it. So it's just called Killer Pack. Just look up Killer GFX Pack on YouTube. And now we're gonna find some effects for the characters. So texture, nothing here. Nope. Let's go to light or particles. Nope. Let's get light. What do we have here? Lights. Alright, so I'm gonna take this one, drag this in, and you want to put this behind the character. So just drag it behind. We're gonna hit Control T for scaling. I'm just gonna scale this down. as you can see. And this little line, you can use your eraser tool. Make sure your hardness is down and opacity and flow is around 30%. I'm just gonna clear that out like that. And put this where it belongs. You can change the color. I'm gonna make this one blue. To change the color, you just want to hit Control U. As you can see, I'm just gonna copy. And there we go. And we're just going to copy and paste. Put these for the other characters back here. So there we go. Change the color. That kind of blends in, so I'm gonna go for a purple. Alright, and obviously you can stack effects, so we got this one as well. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this one too. Change mode to screen, and you can place this accordingly. Alright, and so for this portal, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to make a new layer. As we zoom in, we're going to select our pencil, change the color to white for our foreground color, and you want to make sure your fill is on, so have this black box selected and the color is going to be white. Stroke is off, and shape mode. From here we're just going to go around this portal, as you can see. We're just going to go up. Go and take this. Alright, we're going to copy it, so Control J to make a copy. I'm gonna hide this previous one for backup and take this one. I'm going to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. I'm gonna hit rasterize. Now I'm just going to blur this one out, as you can see. Control T, enlarge it, change the mode to overlay. There we go. And you can copy this again, make the mode into screen this time, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. You can blur it out for a stronger effect. As you can see, there we go. You got a nice portal effect. Yeah, you could use this for the portal as well, I guess. Yeah, so make a screen and saturation down. You can take this, make this linear dodge mode. You can bring this over here. Alright, so once you are happy with everything, we're going to finalize the thumbnail. So click on the top layer. We're gonna go to the bottom one. You want to hold shift, alright, and you want to click Control G to make a group. Now we're gonna hit new layer. We're gonna go up to image and go to apply image. We're just gonna hit OK. We're going to hide the group. Now we're gonna take this image, we're gonna right click, and we're gonna go to duplicate layer. We're gonna hit OK. From here we're gonna go to filter, and we're gonna go to camera raw filter. Alright, so here I'm gonna turn up the texture, and as you can see, everything is amplified, and as well as clarity. The texture is better though. Yeah. You can mess with the exposure if you want, the contrast, highlights. Make sure everything looks nice. The shadows. You can bring these up as well. As you can see, and turn this. Alright, so vibrance. That was terrible, but I think this is nice. Alright. Detailed, you can sharpen, don't put too much, probably like 27 or like 15. Alright, now hit OK, and I'm gonna tune this down to 75. Alright, so we're gonna take I'm gonna hold control, click on this one, right click, go to merge layers. We're gonna copy it again, so duplicate, okay, and we go to filter, blur gallery, tilt shift. Alright, we're just gonna take this and blur like this, and just do something like this. Move this down. We're just gonna hit OK and take this down to 45. So and as you can see, here is our finished simulator thumbnail render tutorial thingy. Yeah, this is a very long video. It took a lot of time to make, and I'm pretty tired, so I would really appreciate if you could hit the like button. That will encourage us to continue making more of these tutorials. So yeah, with all that being said, make sure to subscribe to see more, and yeah, enjoy your day, and I will see you all next time.